Hey, drop.
All righty, guys. Welcome back here to Buchanan County Sports Podcast, episode number 35.
35.
Everything's winding down in the school year. You know, graduations done happened a couple weeks ago, and a few sports still going on and everything. This past week, you know, the tennis on with districts and regionals now. Braden Conaway would have a first-round bye, but would lose to Ayden of Marion in the semifinals, 6-1, 6-0. In doubles action, Braden would team up with Kyle Hunt. That's his doubles teammate. And they would pick up the first-round win, 7-6, 6-1 win over, I just got last names, Murphy and Music of John Battle. However, they would also lose in the semifinals to Clem and Hurst of Richlands, 6-0, 6-1. And then in the boys' team action, Grundy would have a first-round bye, but would fall in a close one to Marion by a score of 5-3. Logan Fuller, Ethan McClanahan, and Wyatt Street picked up wins to force it to go into doubles. And then in doubles, 2 matches, and that was it. So Marion would pick up the win over Grundy there. So the boys is all finished. Didn't really have anything on the girls, but, you know, I know that Kate and Claire would finish as runner-ups in Region 1D. I noticed something with the boys there I was going to ask you about. Do they do this like, I think it may be in some other sports they do this. Actually, I think they did one time in wrestling maybe, where they do like a combined thing of like 1 and 2.
Yes.
So region like 1A, I think it's how they put it,
yes.
1A, 2A. Together.
Yes.
So after you get done with your regular regionals, it's like a super regional, I guess.
Yes.
And that's what they was doing in the boys there. And then in baseball, as we was talking before we came on here, the scores was they actually had some comments on Facebook when I posted the scores. Was like, is this football scores? You know, what are they doing? Playing 7-on-7 right now or something?
Crazy.
But baseball, Twin Valley would go down in their final game in the regional playoffs to Eastside, 16-0. And if you think that's bad, just wait a minute. Grundy would lose to Honaker by a score of 34-0. And Council didn't have enough to play, so they ended up forfeiting their game against Patrick Henry. So not a good week for the baseball, finishing up all the schools.
But the score sounds terrible. But at least our Buchanan County baseball teams did not quit, did not give up. They kept on showing up for practice after school was over and kept coming back, and at least they didn't quit.
You know, I you know, with that in mind, what you're saying there, I really hate it for some of the boys at Council that.
Yes.
And I mean, I don't.
Jacob Ray.
I don't even know who it was.
Yeah.
But you know, some of the kids decided not to show up, and you know, because of that, the other kids didn't get a chance to finish. So I hate that for the ones that wanted to go out there and play. But moving on to softball, Hurley would lose to Chilhowie 24-0, and the Council girls would lose to Eastside 27-0. But finally, a score that sounds like it makes a little sense, I guess. Grundy lost to Rycove 6-3. Very good game. Did you hear anything about that one?
I have not heard nothing, and we have Isabella here on today, and she can. If you haven't heard anything, she can fill us in on that too, as well, unless you have heard some more. Coach Bain might have told you some stuff.
Yeah, it was a very close game. I was trying to pull up the stats, but not getting them or whatever. She had sent me all the stats, and I think Grundy actually started off 2-0 in the first inning, but
Right.
they I think it was second inning. They had gave up 4 runs, and it stayed 4-2 for like the next 3 or 4 innings. But then Rycove would put 2 more on the board in the last.
It's easy to do.
Yeah, and our girls' player of the week, Isabella Looney. She was telling me, Miss Bain was that they was a play in the first inning. I think it was her and Savannah collided, and both of them had a pretty good hit there on each other. I think maybe even a black eye or two there. And Isabel actually held on to the ball and everything. So good play there on her part. And she we'll go over her stats here in a little bit, but she had a real good game. Riley did as well. Yeah, Sophia pitched good. As you can tell, 6-3. And Rycove ended up winning pretty handedly in the next round. So, I mean, if Grundy could have got out of there with a win,
might have been different
circumstances. Might have been a different situation. Yeah. That's pretty much all we've got on the scores and everything. Last week we mentioned the regionals for track and field. So we'll not go back over all those stats, but we will mention that. I'll go ahead and mention this. Could have probably waited until the end of the show, but we've got 11 people from Grundy, and of course 1 from council, being Ella, going next week to the state track and field at James Madison, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah, Friday, Saturday, is it?
Yeah. You got Keyston Hartford in the boys 800 meter, as well as the 1600 meter. Wyatt Street in the 3200 meter, and he's our boys player of the week for that performance. He finished 3rd last week. Boys 100 meter, Trey Taylor. Girls 100 meter hurdles, Madison Lester. And Madison Lester also in the high jump. Lucy Savage in the high jump. Emma Davis in discus. Cheyenne King in shot put. And Ella Rasnick from council in 800 meter. Then you have Destiny in 4x100, 4x400, and 4x800. Kelly Ratliff, 4x100, 4x400, and 4x800. Madison Lester in the 4x800. Ava Ward in the 4x400 and 4x800. Sierra Lowry in the 4x100 and 4x400. And Lucy Savage in the 4x100. But definitely want to wish all of them the best next week. Most of it looks like it's going to be on Saturday. They got some things on Friday, but the biggest part of it is Saturday. But definitely wish all those athletes good luck next week, as
just representing Buchanan County as good as you can.
Oh yeah. Let's see, and all the names of the coaches we've seen appeared online this week.
Coaches,
including our very own. Greg Pistol Smith here, him and John Lark as managers. Greg Tester, head coach, Brandon Davis, defensive coordinator, Tommy Creer, quarterback coach, Scotty Bostic, special teams, wide receivers and defensive backs, Anthony Church, offensive line. Zach Deal's going to help on the offensive line as well as leading the JV squad. Jeremy Ward with the offensive line. Marcus Stiltner with defensive line and offensive line, as well as Matt Baldwin, and Nick Gibson, the DBs, Gabe Pfizer, running back and linebackers, and Jake Stacy, DBs and wide receivers, and also the head middle school coach now.
And John Lark and Greg Pistol Smith as team managers. All-star team right there. All them coaches that's coached some good teams.
A lot of experience there for sure.
A lot of experience there. In my opinion, I call that the all-star coaches. They've done well. They've coached a lot in their county, and some of them has coached the kids that's helping them now. You're looking at Gabe Pfizer, and you're looking at Nick Gibson. So they've coached them. I know Greg Tester's coached Nick for sure.
Yeah.
So a lot of good names on there. A lot of morale's going on right now. They've got a lot of kids coming out. I'm telling you. This first season they didn't just take this and just build with it. And this is what Coach Tester's going to do. He's taking his first team, his first year. He's just putting people where he needs them.
Yeah.
And he's filling them out. And he's doing it now. I mean, they're working hard now. And Coach Tester knows, and not just Coach Tester, he's got a lot of knowledge, lineman knowledges.
Yeah.
D-backs and linebackers and quarterback. I mean, he's got a lot of knowledge right there with that lineup that he can trust.
Yeah.
If they said this guy will do it,
yeah,
they can do it. So with that lineup, man, that's an all-star coaches lineup. In my opinion, he picked a good team to surround him, and a good coaching staff, and I'm excited to watch it.
I've been shocked at the turnout and everything. I went up there one week. Pistol was up there and everything, and there was quite a few there. And he said that ain't even all of them. Said there was a lot more other days and stuff. Well, and I really think the thing about that is, do you know why they're out this early, and do you know why they're working so hard?
Well, they're gonna have to.
Nothing's guaranteed.
No,
you got that second guy behind you, and you got that third guy behind him. There's nothing locked up, and you're going to have to work for it. If you get playing time, it ain't like there's 20 guys on the team. You're going to get to play no matter what.
That's what I like about this time. Everybody's coming in and won 50 or 60 kids, young men, not kids, young men. And you can be a freshman to a senior, and that freshman beat that senior. That's why I like competition. If you have 2 and 3 deep per position, it makes the first guy that's going to earn that position work hard to keep it. Yeah. But it makes that guy in that second position work even harder to try to take it.
Like I was saying, I think it's one thing we faced a lot in the last 20, 25 years in the county. The kids ain't really had to work for playing time or whatever. With such low numbers, everybody's going to get to play and everything. So
I'm excited. I can't wait. Can't wait to see Southern Gap High School open up. Can't wait to watch all our programs, all of our sports programs. It's going to be very handy. I'm excited, man. I'm ready to go now. I wish we was cracking heads now.
It's a little early to mention it and everything, but they start off with a scrimmage. Should be at home. Hopefully the field will be ready and everything. 15th. Yeah, August the 15th, Patrick Henry. I'll just run down this real quick. August 21st, hosting at home. 28th of August, Ridgeview in what's being called the Black Diamond Miners Bowl at home. September the 4th, Rye Cove on the road. September the 11th, Giles away. The 25th will be Honaker at home. That'll be Little League night. October the 2nd, Richlands Senior night, home. October the 9th at Tazewell. The 23rd of October will be Homecoming, Riverview, West Virginia. And October the 30th, travel to Eastside, and then finish up the season November the 6th, traveling to Y Central.
People think that schedule, they look at that schedule and say, man, I don't know if these kids are going to be able to do it. But they can, and they will, because Coach Tester will have his kids set mindset that they can do it, and they'll be able to do it, and they'll be practicing. And when they go to Richlands, or when Richlands come here, they're going to have a rude awakening.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be prepared. It's like going to battle, just like Patrick Henry. Patrick Henry come here with Coach Cooper. That's their new head coach. So when he brings them here, it's going to be a rude awakening, because it's going to wow. If this could have happened 20 years ago or 15 years ago, could you imagine the teams that we'd had back then with the talent we had? And we've had a lot of teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've won some state championships with them. But we are looking really well in not only football. We're just concentrating on football right now.
Oh yeah, I mean,
because this is what's been thrown at us. As coaching staff.
You can go all the way down the board with Doc Looney with the girls' basketball being in the gym, and Jory with the boys' basketball, the football. Hannah having the girls in each week for volleyball. I mean, it's all across the board.
That's what I'm saying. And you've got Coach Bain now, since softball's over, she's starting to get cross-country back in, and they're going to be lifting weights, they're going to be running. So it's so exciting time right now, and it's so critical. If you're going to play, you need to get out there and do it now and start working out with them, because it takes in summer to get prepared for the fall.
Yeah.
So it does. So, I'm so excited.
Like we have mentioned before about opportunities for kids that wasn't maybe they're at their respective schools before that may be now. Get out there by all means and find something you're passionate about and stuff. Get involved, and take part in something, Tim?
I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm ready to hear some heads smack and pads smack. Man, that's what it's about. And you sit there and you hear it cracking and popping. We hadn't heard that. We haven't heard that 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
It may be a game or two you hear it.
Yeah.
But, man, that needs to be done every time somebody hits somebody and knock their heads off.
I believe we need to get Pistol to go get a set of pads. I believe you're ready to go.
Well, I don't know about that. I'm too old for it now, but I'm telling you, I'm excited and I can't wait. I am very excited for Coach Greg Tester and his squad and his team, and Coach Bostic. Man, I can't say I love Coach Bostic and Coach Tester and Bostic. They're like water and flour, man. They'll make something out of it. Big old biscuit.
And then, of course, you mentioned Coach Bostic, but he's also the athletic director. Got a lot on his plate. Going to do a lot of wonderful things this first year for all the different sports and everything.
I think
that has to be one heck of a job right now, getting everything started.
He told me it really took a toll on him because he still had to worry about Grundy High School.
Yeah.
And softball.
Well,
track.
I seen Mark Cooper mentioning it too about the fact that he was literally principal of 2 schools this year.
Coach 8th grade.
Yeah. That's right, and he's coaching middle school. Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and get ready to finish this up and move on to our interviews. I just want to mention one thing. I discovered a YouTube Music app yesterday, and our podcast is now on the YouTube Music app, and you can download either and watch it or either listen to the audio version on there. I know myself being on the road and you as well. Podcast is real good to listen to on the road and everything. So now you can download this and you don't have to worry about all these places where you don't got signal, like going into Hurley.
Yeah.
But that's real good. And, just want to mention we are up to 142 subscribers on the channel. And we're at almost 8,600 followers on Facebook. So
that's a blessing.
Moving that number on up as well. But I guess that'll pretty much wrap it up there, and we'll move on to the player interviews. All righty, guys. Next up here, we got Grundy freshman Wyatt Street. Finished third in the 3,200 meter last Saturday at the Region 1D Track and Field Championship at Emory and Henry University. Wyatt finished with a time of 11:55:34, which qualified him for state next weekend at James Madison University. Tim?
As a freshman, how does it feel to be able to go to state as a freshman in outdoor track?
I think it's great. I think the hard work the team has put in and my coach, Lonnie Webb, pushing everyone to their limits, going through hard workouts, and overcoming this transition to the new school and still pushing ourselves, even with the controversy of how the awards are going to be given out or whatever. Everyone sees the main goal, and everybody sees to win and accomplish going to state, and we did it. And it feels good, and I think that we all have worked hard, like I said.
Well, I'm just so proud of you.
Thank you.
I've seen you come from cross country.
Yeah.
I've seen you work out with Keyston Hartford.
Yeah.
I've seen you run with him, and I've seen when you started that working out with Keyston and out in cross country, you was getting faster, and you was getting faster. Yeah. Just for him to be able to mentor you just a little bit, and give you some tips and stuff. I seen you growing, and you're doing a great job, and you keep growing. You're a freshman, man. You still got 3 more years after this. Mm-hmm. So if you can take something he gave you, and just apply it, and you have, because as a freshman you're going to state track.
Yeah. Finishing third in the region.
You need a pat on the back because, man, that's great. That's awesome. Not many freshmen can do that.
Yeah.
So I want to say how proud I am of you, because as a freshman, a lot of us as freshmen, when we start in the varsity sports, we just want to step back and see what everybody else does, because we don't want to push the envelope and take somebody's position. But now it's changed. You came in as a freshman, man. You just took off, and I've seen it as cross country. You done great, but you're a runner, and you're a good tennis player, good basketball player. I mean, you're a good athlete.
Yeah.
So, what adjustments has helped you improve in your running this season for outdoor track or for any of them? You don't have to be outdoor track.
Like you were saying, Keystone, Hartford, and a lot of those seniors have talked to me, treated me like a senior on their own. And I've made really close relationships with a lot of the seniors all across the board, from basketball, tennis, track. And Keystone would always ask me to run with them. Keystone would always, talk to me, talk about sports, talk about, business, everything. And it was definitely a very comforting environment with him. And I think, and including a lot of hard work. I always run on my own at home. I try to always do the workout to my bestest of my ability. I always listen to Looney first, and Chrissy Bain. Chrissy Bain was really good for that too. And I'd say a lot of help, a lot of hard work, a lot of doing stuff on my own when some of the other people might have not wanted to, things like that.
I tell people all the time, what you put into something is what you're going to get out of it.
Yeah.
If you don't put in the work, you're not going to be successful.
Yeah.
So you're putting in the work, and you're going to be successful. So how are you preparing this week? So tomorrow is Monday, and you're leaving for state probably Thursday.
Yeah.
So what are you preparing to do on Monday through Thursday to get you prepared for state?
So I want to do a lot of hill work. I want to increase my speed, and I'm going to try to get it from 11:55 to a 11:30 by state. So I'm going to try to cut off at least 20 seconds to that, and doing hill work and a lot of recovery. Because of track being so close, I want to make sure I don't give everything, so I don't get hurt or injured. So I want to do a lot of recovery. I want to do a lot of quick motion, like 200s, shorter distance running, hills, things like that, and then like a good a couple long runs that are really easy. And I want to also talk to my coach, Lonnie, about what I need to do and get her advice on it.
Well, that's what I like about you, Wyatt. You always throw your coach's name back in there. I'm going to talk to my coaches, see what I can do or what they recommend me to do. There's a reason why there's a coach, right?
Yeah.
They've been there and done that. So Coach Webb and Coach Bain, in my opinion, they are the greatest cross-country, outdoor, indoor coaches around. And Phil. Can't forget about Phil in cross-country.
Phil has been a massive help.
Phil's been a very he's a blessing.
Yeah, he
and
is.
So you get to experience them at the new school. So you as a freshman, you have an opportunity to put your name in the books at Grundy High School.
Yeah, I do.
As winning state or
placing
in state, you can put your name, and a lot of people cannot do that. Because it's a lot of sports already over. So you've got an opportunity to put your name in the book at Grundy High School, and then another opportunity to start your name at Southern Gap High School. So going through your mind, I get emotional when I think about Grundy High School closing, because that's where where I went, and that's where your mom went. That's where we all went to school and loved the school. Spent a lot of time there, and we loved it. But it's time to move on, right?
Yeah.
Because our numbers are low, and I think when we get to Southern Gap High School, it's going to be great. We're going to have big numbers, and we're going to be able to work out with each other and be able to push each other more. So what do you think about your legacy at Grundy as a freshman? When they say White Street, what do you want people to think about when they hear your name from Grundy?
I always went for it. I always, even when things might have been, out of the odds, I always went for it. Even if I couldn't get it, I'd always go for it. And that's the biggest thing. I don't look at it as, winning the state championship or even placing by that matter, but improvement, I want to improve, and I want to be known for always going for it, even if the odds are not there. And I even think that way for the Eagles. I don't care about the accomplishments. I don't care about, winning everything. I really care about giving everything I have and actually going for it. And whatever happens to that point is up to God, I guess.
There you go. Anytime you put God in it, you're a winner either way.
Yeah.
You're a winner before you put God, you're a winner. So remember that. God's first.
Well, the 11:55 at regionals was that a PR for you?
Oh yeah, I PR'd from a 14 to 11:55.
Wow.
So a 2-minute.
That's awesome.
PR.
Freshman.
Yeah. Had this kind of been your event all year? Is this you pretty much ran the 32 most of the year?
No, I changed a lot. I started at the 800 and the 400, and I did okay in that. And then we tried out the mile, and I was okay at that as well. And then the 3200 was, a 14, which is average. But over that span from the first time I ran the 3200 and the last time, there was a lot of practice.
Yeah.
And, there was a lot of practice. And Lonnie talked to me one day, and she was like, I think you can qualify for state.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, we're going to have to go through a lot of work, but I know you can do it. And just showing up every day, working, and it happened.
Yeah,
it's a completely different strategy than some of those shorter runs,
Yeah.
It's more about not really just giving it all you got right off the bat. It's kind of a lot of times pacing yourself and saving yourself towards the end.
We've talked to Keyston a lot, and Keyston always told us that when he first starts out, and you might do the same thing because since you've worked out with Keyston, when he first starts out, he puts his mindset, he's got to be from this point to this point at such a time. He keeps his watch on him, and I'm assuming you do the same thing.
Mm-hmm. I actually started the season without a watch, but Phil has kept the time for me at practice.
Right.
And in track, honestly, the way I look at it is a little different. I look at it as I just need to finish it as fast as I can. And it's a simple mindset, and it's not, super detailed or specific. But whenever I start the race, I'm like, I just got to get it done as fast as I can, try to PR,
Yeah. Well, I'm so proud of you. I can't wait. And actually, I'm thinking about coming up on Saturday just to be able to watch.
Yeah.
Because I want to support our Buchanan County. And there's, 11 of Grundy's going. And
11 of
Ella's
Grundy and Ella of Council. Yeah, so 12.
So I want to cheer on our Buchanan County kids.
Yeah. I
want to be there. I want to be a cheerleader for you guys because that's huge. It's huge to just be able to go there. But I'm just so daggone proud of you. Watch you growing up, man, getting that basketball in your hand and doing cross country, doing the outdoor track, doing tennis. And that's another thing. You just come off a tennis season you knocked it out of the park there too. So I'm very proud of you on that too. Yeah. You're just all athletic, man. That's great.
Thank you.
That's great. But I've got one more question, and I asked everybody this. Out of the sports you do right now, pick another sport that anything in the world you would like to do, any other sport than what you're doing now.
We get some pretty good answers from this.
Any other sport.
Yeah. It don't have to be in Buchanan County. It can be anything in the world.
Have you ever heard of everybody. Badminton, probably.
Badminton?
Yeah.
Wow.
Badminton.
Well, you'd probably be good at badminton.
Yeah.
You'd probably, since you're so good at tennis, badminton's probably too slow for you.
I don't know. It's hard. I've played it I've just played it for fun a couple times. That's pretty difficult.
Well, I'm going to say congratulations on being Buchanan County Sports.
Actually, I'll change my answer.
Oh,
I'll go ping pong.
ping pong. Now, that's a fast game. I like
I'll go
ping pong.
Yeah.
Remember seeing Forrest Gump.
Yeah. So I want to say congratulations on being Buchanan County Sports Podcast Player of the Week as a freshman. So we got some big things coming from you.
Okay.
And good luck this weekend, and be praying for you and be there cheering you on, because I want to see you place or win.
Okay. Thank you.
Definitely have a safe trip up this weekend and a safe trip home, and want to wish you the very best for sure.
Okay. I would like to say a thanks to all of the seniors on the tennis team for being there, and it's going to really be sad seeing y'all go. Y'all have always treated me as one, and Braden giving me rides up to the tennis court, playing with me even though I wasn't as good as you, and Kyle, Ryder, Braden, Ethan, Logan, all of y'all hanging out with me even though I was younger, and I really appreciate that, and it's going to be hard seeing y'all not at the new school.
All righty, man. We appreciate you joining us here today, and best of luck this weekend. All righty, guys. Next up here, we got Grundy senior Isabella Looney. She went 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored, 2 stolen bases, and a 6-3 loss to Rycove in the Region 1D quarterfinals at home Friday, and 1 black eye, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Busted lip.
Yeah, busted lip. But thank you for joining us here today, Tim.
Isabel, I've seen you grow up. I tell everybody that because I'm so old, I guess. But the young lady that you became is amazing. You've done a lot of amazing stuff in your high school. Cheerleading, man. Seen you in a cheerleading uniform forever, seems like.
Yeah.
And that's something we're going to miss. Softball. Mm-hmm. It's going to be hard to replace you as a catcher. A lot of people don't want to do that.
Very tough position. Most people tries to stay away from it.
I don't think I could play anywhere else.
Well, you want it because you don't care to take a hit. So.
Yeah.
But then let's change things in beauty pageants.
Yeah.
Man, you've done a lot of beauty pageants and won a lot of things, and that's what you came in with a black eye today. Busted lip. I'm just so thankful there's not a beauty pageant that you can go to now.
Yeah, really.
Because it'd be hard. It'd be tough, right?
Yeah.
So I've got some questions, and you being a senior, it's going to be very tough for me to go. It's hard to replace Isabella. It's hard to replace you, and there'll never be anybody else to replace you because. If people knows you, they know you.
Yeah.
Every time they see you, you got a smile on your face. Every time I seen you, you always had a smile. You was never down. You always had a great personality. You always the first one to help somebody up if they fell. Mm-hmm. It's just the personality you had, and that's the way. But you was raised right.
Yeah.
Mom and dad raised you right.
Yeah.
So that means a lot. It's hard to replace you. So I'm gonna ask you first thing. When they say Isabella Looney, what do you want people to know about you right off? Your legacy.
That I'm tougher than Dad.
Tougher than Dad.
I'm just joking.
So what you should say, I'm tougher than nails. You've heard that before.
Yeah. I don't know. Probably that try to be nice to everyone and don't want to leave anyone out because it sucks to feel like that. I know that feeling. It sucks. So just don't want people to think that I made them feel like that.
Well, by my experience, you've never left nobody out. Mm-hmm. You always include everybody. Mm-hmm. By what I've seen you, the way you carried yourself when I was around, around football, basketball, I always seen you carried yourself. You never left nobody out. And if you did, it wasn't intentional.
Yeah.
So that's something I never seen you did. So that's a play. That's a plus. Mm-hmm. So what's one game you'll remember from this season and why?
probably his last one because it was the last, and a black my eye. But it was probably the best game I've had. I went, 3 for 4?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And my batting was the best it's been, I would say, all season. And I finally got my out at second.
Yep.
And so probably this last one.
So you caught the ball.
Yeah, kind of take us back to that
Take
play.
us through the play. You just run us through like a replay of what happened.
Well, I don't even know really. She hit the ball, and like I could see Savannah coming, but like I didn't open my mouth or call the ball, so then she didn't either. And usually I get the foul ball, so I was like, well, I'm going after it because that's an easy out.
Right.
And well, so we collided, and then I heard him yelling, throw it to 3, and I was trying to get back up, and I couldn't see nothing. But yeah.
Awesome. then you got somebody out, right? Also.
Yeah.
So was that a double play at the time, or was
No,
that
this
later?
Yeah, later.
Okay, so you still, after getting hit, colliding, and doing that, you still.
Yeah, because that happened early in the game. That was like first
That
inning.
was the first inning, yeah.
So then after that, they must have struck somebody out, or something happened where you threw.
There was a girl at first, and I knew she was going to steal because you can just kind of tell.
Okay.
And so then she went to go to second, and I threw her down, and Leah tagged her out.
That's hard. That's a hard throw
Yeah,
from home to second.
yeah.
But with
You
your
know, if
arm,
Finally got it.
With that happening in the first inning, maybe she should have played the whole season with a patch on one eye or
That's what I
something.
told Savannah.
well, I'm so daggone proud of you. What part of your game are you the most proud of? You might have already just answered that.
Gosh, I don't know.
Okay. We can move on. That's what we
Okay.
did. How do you stay focused in pressured situations?
Miss Bain helps.
Coach
She tells
Bain.
you to just calm down. It's fine. You know, because if your catcher and your pitcher get wild, then your whole team crumbles, really. So you really have to keep your head on straight and try to stay positive when you're in a tough situation and not break, because then everyone could.
What makes this team so special? I already know the answer, but I want to hear it from you.
We all like each other. Most of the time, when a bunch of girls get together, they all don't like each other. But pretty much there was no drama. But it was really because of Miss Bain. She was great. She was hard, but she wasn't like mean, but she was just the perfect coach, really. And she really brought everyone together.
Definitely seemed like y'all got along good together. I've seen pictures last night. I guess y'all crashed Miss Bain's house and had a sleepover.
Yeah, we did.
Coach Bain, I love her.
I do too.
She's excellent.
Mm-hmm.
She's great with our kids. Good.
Yep.
She's a great coach. Great mindset. I call her, she's like a sergeant.
Yeah,
She
is.
makes you walk that fine line, and when you get off that line, she's putting you back on that
Yeah.
line. That's what I think of her. But now I really respect her as a person and as a coach. She's awesome.
She is.
If I could have some more girls that liked softball, I wouldn't care a bit for her. Just take them and do whatever, because she's great with them.
Yeah.
How do the upperclassmen help younger players succeed on your team?
You all had a little bit of a
gotta-
mixture of that this year with some younger ones.
But you really just got to like include them and teach them, and not just leave them out because they're underclassmen and they don't know. You really got to like help them because they really don't know. So you've got to help them.
That's what I think Coach Bain does the most.
Yeah.
She puts everybody. There's nothing. You're better than this one. You're better than that. She puts them all in the same group, and whoever shines, shines.
Yep.
And that's the way it should be. So, what does being a good teammate mean to you?
Probably not being a craphead to everyone. You know, you got to be nice and be a team player. Even when you don't want to do something, you've got to stick it out for your team.
How's Coach Bain helped you grow as a player?
She's just been great. You know, I took a year off because of some things and stuff, and she's really what brought me back. I would not have came back if it weren't for her. She is really just great.
She's excellent. I mean, we can talk about her. You and I could talk about, and Michael could talk about her for 2 hours here because she's a great person. She is. How did the team respond after facing the loss as y'all faced? I mean, it wasn't bad. 6-3.
No.
It wasn't bad at all. Right, Cove? Was it?
Yeah.
6-3, and you got beat right, Cove.
Up 2-0 in the first.
Yeah.
To me, that's nothing.
Yeah.
6-3 is nothing, but to you, it's a loss to you.
It definitely ain't what the other schools
That's what the boys had.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
So you ladies done a real good job. So how did the team respond after the game was over? And I'm assuming, now this just is me, I'm assuming that you all got in the huddle and Coach Bain had a talk because that's usually what she does.
Yeah.
How did everybody respond to Coach Bain after that?
Well, everybody was just, really upset. She got upset. She was crying, and but it wasn't bad. I mean, everybody was sad, but we was also, showed us she loved us, and we had a big cooler in there, and we dumped water on her and everything. So it was sad, but it was also a happy time that, we was all still together, and so it wasn't bad. Oh, I ain't seen that one.
Yeah, I took that from the outfield fence right after the game.
I was looking for Riley and Sophia and them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good one. You'll have to send that one to me. I like it.
If your teammates could describe you in one word, what would they say and why?
Mouthy and loud.
Well, as a catcher, you need to be, right?
Yeah.
Well, she wasn't loud that one time when she should have
She
been.
caught ball, didn't she?
Yeah.
So loud, you're loud. Of course, you get that natural.
Yeah.
So you're loud, and there's nothing wrong with that. Of
Yeah.
course, you're a cheerleader. You're supposed to be loud.
Yeah. That's what I tell them.
That's what you do.
I tell them they're not going to have nobody replace me next year with this loud mouth.
That's the hardest part. Sophia and you and Sophia and Riley. And who
Jade.
else? Jade.
Yep.
Is that the only 4?
Yep.
It's going to be hard to replace them 4.
Yep.
It's going to be hard, and it's going to be hard for Coach Bain to try to get 4 to come in and take your spot too.
Yep.
I mean, catcher, it's tough. You ain't gonna find hardly.
Well, Keisha from Hurley, she's great.
Okay.
I am
Hagerman.
praying she goes over there.
Keisha
Yes.
Hagerman.
Yes,
Now,
she
she will
is
because
great.
Kanan's coming.
Yeah.
Her boyfriend.
Yeah.
So she'll
I'm
come.
praying she goes over
I'm
there.
hoping.
She's great.
Yeah, Keisha. I know her dad and mom.
Yeah.
I used to work for her dad. And they're good people.
Yeah, they are.
But yeah, you're sitting there right before a game. You're sitting in a dugout, or you're sitting in your car, or you're sitting away from yourself, trying to get your mind focused on what you need to do, and you got your earbuds in.
Yeah.
What are you listening to?
It kind of depends. Like,
You got to get yourself mindset in the game.
probably Dad's playlist, hard rock.
Hard rock.
Yeah.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with hard rock. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
If you could tell one player on that team something to leave them with, what would it be?
Put it all out on
and
the
who
field.
would it be?
Savannah. I love Savannah. She's my best friend. She rode me to practice pretty much every day. And it would just be, sorry.
That's all right. You're going to have us all crying. It's all right,
Too.
girl. If you don't need to talk about it, we won't talk about it.
Yeah.
We can move on. It's all right. So, Savannah,
Yeah.
that's your girl. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. That's good advice because it's hard. I always like to give the seniors the opportunity to pass something down.
Yeah.
And the wrestling club does that.
Yeah.
The wrestling club's excellent at that. They always give their seniors something to, if they want to pass down their shoes to somebody else or headgear. I love that because you've got a lot of fans.
Yeah.
You might not know it.
Yeah.
And you got a lot of fans that's you didn't know that they come and watch you, but they come and watch you.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a lot of people come watching, and the younger kids look up to you, older
Yeah.
adults. So, going to college, where we going?
Southwest.
Southwest, but then you're
Yeah.
going to transfer out.
Yeah.
Good. What are you
Talking
going to make?
about, you was talking about the younger ones looking up to her. I've kept showing my little grandbaby, her name's Ava, showing the video of the thing that the girls did at the ball games, the powder thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we went through a whole thing of powder in the house. It was all over the floor.
Oh, basketball.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
our favorite. Yeah.
Basketball.
Yeah, so I mean that's become a big thing with a lot of the little girls. Apparently, they love that.
Well,
Yeah.
they look up to you,
Yeah.
you guys. You know.
Yeah.
And I like it because you ladies took time out and talked to these younger kids.
Yeah.
It ain't like you shove them off. It's amazing that it does that. It's amazing, but I'm so daggone proud of you. I'm so proud that you're going to college.
Yep.
I know you're going to college.
Yeah.
And I thought it was Southwest that you was going to do something and do something else. So I'm so proud of you for that. And I pray for you that everything you do in life, you do it awesome. Because
Thank you.
we want you to succeed. And I just want to say congratulations to you on being Buchanan County Sports Podcast Player of the Week.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you.
All righty, thank you for joining us here
Thank
today,
you.
and best of luck in your future.
Thank you.
All right, next up here we've got Grundy Jr. Ayden Wyatt, pitched 4 2/3 inning while giving up 1 hit and 3 runs against Twin Valley in a 13-3 win. This is from a few weeks back, I think 3 weeks ago, I believe. Ayden would also strike out 9 hitters in the game at the plate. He would have 1 walk, 2 runs, 1 RBI, and 1 stolen base. Ayden, appreciate you joining us here today.
Thank you, Frank.
Tim.
Look like you got a little bigger, man. You've been working out,
Trying
to get ready for football. You better. It's coming. Ayden, you know how I feel about you. Been very blessed to be around you the last 3 years with just football. Now you've grown up and you've went on and playing golf, doing pretty good in golf.
Wrestled.
And yeah, you wrestled, man.
Sir.
You started playing basketball, and you went to wrestling, and you went back to basketball, and you went back to wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're always been a baseball guy. You always liked baseball, so that's a plus too. And just pitching, man. I've seen some good pictures of you on the pitching mound, pitching, and just so daggone proud of you. Just so proud of the man you are, the man you became, and just a blessing to be around you. You know, we talk about the Lord a lot, you and I do, and I always so thankful before every game, just watching you going out on the football field and praying and kneeling, and then and you just being a leader, planting seeds in your locker room, and I can talk all day about that, but what's your approach at the plate as you last time you ever been on a pitching mound for Grundy High School? What was your approach? How did you feel about it?
At the plate or as a pitcher?
As a pitcher, I'm sorry.
Well, I really can't. I was not good at pitching at all. I could throw hard, but then Mason's dad, Brad Boyd, kind of got with me, and I was able to throw strikes. So that was like the first game I pitched after that. So
It worked, didn't it?
yeah, it did work.
What's the biggest turning point in any game? Say if you walked a couple people, how do you turn it to where you or say you was playing another position and they hit it to you and you threw somebody out at first base or whatever. What's your turning point in a tough game like that?
Pitching's harder because it's kind of on you. I mean, if you're pitching bad, you're walking everybody, then
Right.
it's a game of runs, so it's you can't walk 2 or 3 batters in a close game. But I think it's just once you get 1 strikeout, it's going off momentum, really.
Well, who has been your biggest influencer as a baseball player? Who influenced you a lot?
Jordan Harden, Coach Harden, sorry, for sure.
Yeah, he motivates people, can't he?
Yeah, especially in baseball.
I remember he and my son was best friends growing up, so he lived at my house. I mean, he stayed at my house more than he did at his own house. And I always joke, kid, that's my son. I never had another son. I always call him my son because Coach Harden, he's a unique guy. I mean, he's a great baseball player. So What motivates you to keep you improving every day?
Baseball is just one of those things. It's so easy to see what you're not good at, what you need to improve upon. So, just that kind of like game to game, you see what you need to get better at, and it's not fun to lose. So,
No, we don't like to lose, do we?
no sir.
No.
Did it a lot this year, but it's not.
Yeah. How do the team's leaders set the tone? On you? That's a tough question.
That is a tough question.
And if you don't, we'll skip it if you need to.
I'll skip that one.
Okay. What does it mean to represent your Grundy High School when you're on the field? That Grundy across your chest, how did you feel about representing them for the last time?
No, yeah, it was cool because I've been a part of the last sports this year, and I've got to do 5 different times with wrestling and stuff, different sports. So it's kind of sentimental, that kind of to be the last ever to wear Grundy. So big deal there. But no, it's sad. It's sad to see it go, but it's also we got beat 34-0, so that's kind of
I wasn't going to mention that.
That shows you why consolidation is so apparent, why we need it. So
yeah, we needed it 15 years ago, right? But we didn't get it, so we got to move on with that.
Yeah, it's bittersweet, but it's definitely what's needed.
Well, with the turnouts being in football this year already, working out and stuff, I think there's big gains coming from consolidation.
Yeah, it is.
Team wise and everybody getting together. So it's going to be great. But when they hear your name, Ayden Wyatt, what legacy do you want to leave at Grundy High School?
It's tough. That's a deep question, Tim.
Well,
I don't know.
I mean, I know one I can tell you.
Go ahead.
You love God.
Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest thing. That's what I was going to say. Definitely known for my faith. Football, I mean, especially getting to be the, first team of Southern Gap. Hopefully you do something there. Set some sort of record.
There you go. Beat Richlands.
Pete Richlands, yeah.
That's what we need, right?
That's what we need.
I mean, we beat them last year.
Yeah.
But it was in a scrimmage that didn't count, right? But we can beat them on the field this year, and they'll have to take it and like it.
Yeah.
And we can put a big W on that.
That's a big one since '97. Hey, but we never lost to them at Southern Gap. So
We never lost them, so that's true. That's true. A couple more questions. You talked about Coach Harden.
Yeah.
And I know the Coach Harden is, and I know he's not a very hard coach. He'll get on to you if you're not doing something right. But as far as getting down your throat, he's not that type of coach unless you do something very bad.
Yeah.
And then he's something crazy that you shouldn't be doing. So as Coach Jordan Harden, in his last year as coaching baseball at Grundy High School, what can you say about Coach Harden, about his coaching?
Oh man, he's great, especially at baseball. He's actually a great baseball mind.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was a great player when he played. He went to Bluefield.
Yep.
Played. His coaching approach is kind of subtle. It's not yell at you. You can't do that though either, because it's every year we got so many new guys. You can't yell at a kid that's never played baseball before. But
never mind. Go ahead.
But I mean, he's been a great coach. Like I said, he knows the game. So, I definitely would like to have him around next year at baseball, but that's not how things worked out. But
he'll still be around. He'll be around if you need some help.
Yes, sir, for sure.
Yeah.
But he gets to take over with the girls, so it'll be a good thing there.
He's going to coach Bain on the softball. Yeah, but he'll still help you if you need him.
Oh yeah.
Away from the team.
But speaking of him, this is some of the things he had to say about you. I played Ayden in multiple positions this year, where there wasn't a drop off in his skill level, no matter where he put you. Good year hitting, good year fielding, and threw pretty well on the mound.
Pretty impressive.
Yep.
So that comes straight from Coach. That's why I want to ask you a question. What do you think about Coach Harden?
Yeah.
So that's what he says about you.
Yeah.
No,
That's just baseball. That's not counting football and stuff. So
Yeah, Coach Harden's amazing.
Oh, he's great. So, young kid comes in, younger groups coming in. You're going to Southern Gap now. You're a senior. Southern Gap going in next year. You're a senior or this year. You have younger kids come in the program. Baseball, football,
Yeah.
wrestling. What's your advice as just say a freshman's coming in and want to play? What's your advice to a freshman coming in, stepping into a program, a varsity program?
Don't wait until try to improve. I did, and I feel like I wasted my freshman year in its entirety athletically. But yeah, I mean, don't skip summer workouts, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Take the weight room way more serious.
It seems like everybody's taking it seriously from what I've seen
Yeah,
so far.
no, especially this year. It's like you got freshmen. It's like Gunnar Baker, dude. He benches like 285. That's insane. I mean, that's got to be like a freshman record for something.
Gunners, he's a great
stout,
kid.
man.
Great kid.
Yeah, we got a great group of young guys. And we never really had that. Like our freshmen,
No.
past the years that I've been in high school, it's been like 3 or 4 freshmen on the football team, and we didn't have a freshman this year. But
You got to watch your back because they might be coming for your positions, ain't it?
yeah, there's no freshman quarterbacks, thank God. There's already,
Yeah. Got
Well,
3 of
we
them.
there's already 6 of us. So there's no freshman quarterbacks.
Wow.
But there's like 4 of us. It's a lot. But no, yeah, we got a great group of freshmen this year in all sports, especially baseball is actually probably one of the most prominent. But
Great.
yeah, definitely young guys, good young guys coming up.
Last question.
Mm-hmm.
You know this one. I ask you this every time.
What if I know to play another sport?
Yep.
What
So,
sport would it be?
anything else, what you're playing now in the world, what other sport would you play?
What did I say last time? Badminton.
I don't know if you said that.
Lord, we heard that a few minutes
That's
ago.
what Wyatt just
Yeah.
said.
And then he changed and said ping pong.
All right, pickleball.
Pickleball. Yeah.
Easy.
So-
Everything involves a racket today, ain't it?
Yeah. So I just want to say congratulations, Ayden. Man, I've got high hopes for you this coming season, your senior season. Not counting what you've already done. Can't wait to watch you on the football field for sure,
Yes, sir.
and on the wrestling mat. You know, I'm partial to wrestling as well, especially baseball. I mean, I wasn't a baseball guru, but I enjoy watching it, and especially when you got people you want to root for. So I'm just so proud of you, and just keep your faith the way it is, and spread the seeds throughout your locker room as you're doing anyway. I'll tell you this one little story on him, on Ayden. I walked around our locker room at Grundy, and I come to Ayden's locker room, his football locker room, his football locker. I looked in his locker because it's wide open. You know, they just have lockers, and you just cram stuff in it all the time. And I come to Ayden's, and I looked in it. I looked at everybody else's, and I walked through there because bad part about these guys, they don't ever take clothes home to wash. And I always, right? Am I right?
Not me.
No,
I think
they do,
other
but the
guys.
rest of them don't. They don't take clothes home to wash. And gosh, it stinks. Gosh. And I come around because I look at that kind of stuff because if they're going to sit in that locker room, I'm going to throw them in the washer and watch them while we're there. I'm there and we're driving for them. And I came to Ayden's locker and I looked in his locker. There said his Bible.
Yeah.
I came to him. I believe I came to him and said I told him how proud I was.
Yeah.
Then one Friday night after the ball game, he grabbed his daddy and hugged his daddy. I said, I want to tell you something about your son. And I told him that story. And he started crying, so we both started crying. You know, and I said, you've raised a fine young man. And he's planting seeds.
Yeah.
He's spreading the gospel. So thank you for that.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Tim.
So I want to say congratulations on being Player of the Week of Buchanan County Sports Podcast.
Yes, sir.
How many times this make?
Golf and
4,
football
5,
and
5.
yeah.
5 times. So daggone proud of you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tim.
Proud of you, man. Thanks
Yes,
for
sir.
being here today. All right, next up here we got Council Senior Ava Rose. She helped lead the Cobras to 2 district wins last week. Of course, this is she was Player of the Week for last week, so the week before over Twin Valley in 2 games. Ava would go 5 for 9 with 4 singles, 1 double, 3 RBIs, while also scoring 6 runs. Ava, appreciate you joining us here today. Tim?
Ava, what do you think about the last year at council? And it'll be the last year at council softball.
I think it's bittersweet, but everything good eventually has to come to an end.
That's a good way to look at it. That's a good way. What is one game you remember from this season and why?
One game I remember is when we played Riverview, West Virginia at home, because both times we played them away, we had been beat by them. And it was Brian Hess's birthday.
Oh,
And we ended up pulling out a win.
that was special, wasn't it?
Very special.
That was special. You know, a lot of people don't know Brian, but Brian was such a great guy. He was. So, yeah. How has the team improved since the beginning of the year?
It's improved majorly. Beginning of the year, we struggled making even just the routine plays.
Yeah.
And we had a bunch of new girls that had never even picked up a softball before. And by the end of the year, we all came around majorly, making routine plays. I mean, we looked like a brand new team.
Well, that's special, right? Because
Very.
you can see how much improvement you've made
Very.
from beginning to now to the end. You know, so what part of your game are you most proud of?
Honestly, probably just a self-improvement that I've noticed from myself. Every practice, every game, something's better than the day before.
And what positions did you play?
I played shortstop. I pitched, basically utility. I could
Yeah.
play anywhere.
Yes.
That's hard to come by.
Yeah,
That's hard to come by in a person.
Shortstop, you got a lot coming your way.
absolutely.
Yeah, you got to be ready to catch and throw.
Yeah.
Catch and throw. You can't hesitate. What motivates you to keep pushing through challenges? What motivates you to keep pushing through challenging games and practices?
I guess majorly for myself because I've played since I've been little, and it's just something that's always been a part of me. My older sister played, and I always
Okay.
watched her growing up.
What makes this team so special?
I think what makes it the most special is the first year council had a team back, I was able to play. So I've been there from the start to the end.
Okay. How do the upper class players help younger players succeed?
Encouragement.
Encouragement. That's you're
Sounds
great.
like from what you said earlier, you had
Yeah.
to do quite a bit of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What does being a good teammate mean to you?
Being a good teammate means that you never get down on anybody, that you always pick up your teammates.
There you go.
Regardless of the mistakes or the hassle you'll face, you're always there for one another.
That is perfect. That
Yeah.
is a perfect answer. How has your coach helped you grow as a player?
Confidence, and she's watched me since I was little because I used to practice with them and Brian when they were in high school. So she's been there from the start.
Oh, that's very important.
That was a good group when she was in high school.
They were.
Yeah.
What was going through your mind during a key hit or a play of one of your games? That's hard, isn't it? Hard
It
to
is.
remember.
It is.
And if you don't, we can go on. I mean,
I would really say it's just like a proud moment. Like you get a good hit and you're just proud of yourself, or you make a good play and it's a confidence boost.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What advice would you give younger softball players whom look up to you?
Enjoy it while you can because it definitely does fly by, and always put in the extra work.
Yeah. I always tell people whatever you put into it is what you're gonna get out of it.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So, what are you most excited about moving forward from this day forward?
Probably just my future, honestly. I'm excited to go to school. I want to become a teacher.
Awesome. You'll be a
So-
good teacher.
Thank you.
So you're a senior this year.
Yeah.
So you'll be last class
Yeah.
of Council Colbert.
Yep.
How do you feel about that?
Again, I feel like it's bittersweet.
Yeah.
It's definitely sad to see it go, but I think the new school is going to offer many opportunities considering how small, coming from council, we were little. We didn't get a lot of opportunities that the other schools got.
Where are you going to school at?
I'm going to start at Southwest, and then I'm going to
Southwest.
transfer.
There you go. If your teammates could describe you in one word, what would they say and why?
I feel like most would say funny because I was always joking around or somehow we were making jokes, cutting up, carrying on with each other.
Awesome. That's awesome, Ava. I'm so proud of you. You being a senior, and I feel like you've been cheated out of your senior year.
A little bit because I decided to graduate early, but I don't regret my decision. It just sucks that the circumstances were the way they fell.
Well, what I mean by it, let me explain what I mean is they knew Grundy and Twin Valley and Hurley's going to the new
From
school.
the get-go.
From
Right.
the get-go.
Right.
Council didn't have the opportunity to put something in the capsule up there and didn't have the last dance here, or, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely.
I just think it cheated you council seniors out of a lot of things, and I don't think that was right.
No, it definitely cheated us, but we made the best of what we had.
And that's what I like. Michael and I talk about council. It's so little networking over there, but
Yeah.
like when you go, they make a big impact. When council Cobras go somewhere, they make a big impact on people.
We do.
And being so small, you guys still make a big impact. So
Yeah.
that's what I like about council. I
Yeah.
love it.
It's like I was telling Tim about, I was there for that, the final home game and everything for basketball, and how like they was nowhere you could probably even park a bicycle at that place. I mean, it was all the way up through the grassy field and up to the high school. And then I'm coming across the mountain, had a few invited me to graduation, and I'm thinking, ain't gonna be no. My wife, she can't see very well, so I have to, find handicap parking somewhere nearby.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it ain't no big deal. We don't need to leave early. I'm sure there's gonna be plenty of parking. I got there and couldn't hardly find nowhere. And I'm thinking, how in the world is it that bad at graduation? I walked in the gym and the whole floor is full of seats.
Yeah.
And we got on the bleachers in the main back corner, and I'm like, well, heck, this ain't gonna be no good because she can't see very well. But we made the best of it. But it's just the amount of support and everything from that community, even though it's small and everything. It's just phenomenal. And I mean, even the same for softball games that I went to this year.
Well, I'm just, like I said, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I mean, it takes a lot to put in what y'all do. And like I said, I love council. I love it. I'm from Grundy, but it don't mean I don't, I still love council.
Right.
Still Buchanan County. We're Buchanan County people. I want to see everybody succeed. Sometimes we can, sometimes we can't.
Right.
But that ain't, you got to prepare.
Yeah.
Tim comes from a track and cross country background with his daughter,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever in track or cross country for council or whatever, but they root for everybody.
Yeah.
Whether you're from Grundy, Council,
Yeah.
Twin Valley, when you're there, you're cheering on the whole
You cheer
county.
on everybody.
Yeah.
And that's the way I feel. I feel it. We cheer on everybody in Buchanan County. Don't matter what you wire across your chest. You're from Buchanan County. We're going to cheer for you.
Right.
That's the way it should be. That's the mentality we need in Buchanan County.
Absolutely.
So what all did you play? Softball,
Volleyball.
volleyball. So you're a volleyball player too.
I
That's
did.
good. So out of them two, you can't count them two. If you could pick something else in the whole world to play as a sport, what would it be?
Probably tennis.
Tennis. Okay. Everybody went with
Everything went with a racket today. We've heard ping pong and badminton and tennis.
Yeah. So pickleball.
Yeah.
So I just want to say, Ava, I want to say how proud I am of you, and especially graduating early. So people don't realize, but you got to have all kinds of credits already built up and classes already taken before you can graduate early.
And from my understanding, the ones especially at council, you all didn't know for a long time. And when did you make that decision?
Yeah.
I made
Are
my
we looking at like January or February or?
Well, I made my decision back in October.
Oh, okay.
So I was a little earlier than the rest, but my guidance counselor came up and was like, there's this possibility that council may be included or we may not be here after this year. You have enough credits to graduate early. So I took the opportunity so I could graduate from council.
But it still meant,
it was still
extra
very
work.
hard.
Yeah.
Yes, it was still a very time-consuming
Because
process.
I'm sure, not only the junior classes, but they was I'm trying to think. It's been 25 plus years, but of course, you've got your English and I know government that has to be taken 12th grade year, and I'm sure some others probably as well. But those two have always been requirements. So I mean, you had to do them on top of what you was already required to do as a junior as well.
Yeah, it was tough. I won't lie. It was a very long process, but worth it in the end.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just proud of you just to be able to do that.
Thank you.
And plus, you played 2 sports on top of that.
Yeah.
So you was a pretty busy lady.
I was.
So congratulations. I'm going to say I'm just so proud of you because even though you graduated early, you still had so much work to do, and you've done 2 sports on top of it, and then you got to have a life after that.
Yeah.
I mean, then you're wanting to go to college, you want to be a teacher, you want to come back here and teach, or you just want to?
I'd like to teach around here if there's a spot available.
Oh, they'll be
Talk about like elementary, middle school, or high school, or
Probably middle, but I'm willing for any.
yeah.
What subject are you thinking about teaching?
Probably English,
Okay.
but again, I'd be willing to take any position that would be offered.
Well, I know Buchanan County need younger
Yeah.
teachers because I mean they've retired of some this year, and there's more going to retire. you
Yeah.
know, so.
Yep.
So maybe when you get done, we'll be able to put you right back in the school system.
I hope
teaching
so.
teaching our kids. So congratulations. I just want to say thank you for coming on board. Our show is today, and thanks for what you did. I mean, that's pretty awesome. And congratulations to be Buchanan County Sports Podcast Player of the Week.
Thank you.
Congratulations and
Thank
best of
you.
luck in your future.
Thank you.
All righty, man. Pretty good interviews today. We had both of the players of the week from this week and got caught up on some from previous weeks. But pretty good show. We got the track meet coming up this coming week. You said you're going to try to.
I'm going to try to go up on Saturday just to support them.
I was hoping to, but I'll be on call this weekend starting Friday, so probably won't be able to. But like we named off earlier, we got 12 athletes from the county, 11 from Grundy. That'll be heading out that way and hopefully get some good finishes, maybe even a state championship or 2 there. But we want to finish up by mentioning our banquet coming up. I don't think we've actually ever went over exactly what we're giving. Won't take a few minutes here.
This is the awards that we'll be giving out.
Cross country. We'll be giving a boy and girl runner of the year award. In golf, boy golfer of the year and girl golfer of the year. Volleyball will be MVP, hitter of the year, and setter of the year. We'll even be doing a marching band award, performer of the year. Mr. Rife has helped us with that as far as determining that because
that's a sport.
A lot of times they're a little more closer to the action than we
Yes.
are. As well as another one as well, competition cheer. I leaned on Coach Woodford for that as far as helping me decide that one. Then football, we've got the MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and Defensive Player of the Year. And indoor track and field, we didn't actually have no boy field athlete, so we'll not be giving one of those. So it'll be boy track athlete of the year, girl track athlete of the year, and then girl field athlete of the year. And then moving on to boys basketball and girls basketball, we'll just do that together here. There'll be an MVP for both, Offensive Player of the Year for both, and Defensive Player of the Year for both. Then in wrestling, we've actually got Taz to help us with that, and he has actually named some of the awards for us.
Yep.
Hopefully we can do that with some of the other awards later. But they will be the F.D. Robertson Award. That'll be given to the most outstanding wrestler of the year. The Raymond Webb Award will be for the most dedicated wrestler of the year. The Greg Stiltner Award for the most improved wrestler of the year. And then moving on to spring sports, the outdoor track and field, boy and girl track athlete of the year and boy and girl field athlete of the year. Baseball, the MVP, the hitter of the year, the fielder of the year. And same thing applies to softball for that. And the boy and girl tennis player of the year. And then a few special awards that we'll have. We'll be doing a Josh King Memorial Award for Perseverance. And we'll have Josh's mother, Tammy King, and his brother, Chance King there to help present that award. And anybody that knew Josh King, he was an amazing person and stuff.
He was an amazing young man.
A lot of great potential there that ended a lot shorter than
Way too soon.
way too soon. Yeah. But we are just really blessed to be able to have his family be a part of this, and they seem to be very appreciative of us, doing this and everything. And we'll be doing a boy and a girl for that. And me and you have talked it over. We have 2 exceptional candidates for that.
I can't wait.
And perseverance can be many different things. In Josh's terms, it was health and stuff that he had to persevere through.
Yeah.
And for some people, it may be different things. It may be home life.
That's right.
Maybe a disability or something that prevents you from performing up to what you would like to do, but never giving up. It's kind of like the Jimmy V Award, never giving up.
That's right.
And then also another award that we're going to do, and it'll also be given to a boy and a girl, the Lloyd Combs Memorial Award for Sportsmanship. And we're lucky enough to have DJ Barton and Patrick Wade be with us that day to help present that. And that just, I'll get you to kind of explain this. Our Sportsmanship Award, the type of person that this is going to be given to.
The type of person that this is going to be given to is somebody that's not selfish. They always give to, they'll not score themselves or just give it to somebody else, let them score. If you're on a basketball court, football court, whatever court you're on. Sportsmanship is just that guy that really is just all around bubbled up and really just.
I think team first.
Yeah, team first. That's a perfect example of sportsmanship.
Yeah.
He puts his team, or he's or her puts his team in first before his needs and her needs.
And someone that a lot of times may not get the recognition that they deserve.
Yeah.
Because they take that step back for the betterment of the team.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And then the biggest award of the night, and this will be the only award that'll be a trophy for the male athlete of the year and female athlete of the year. All the other awards will be plaques, and we've in the process of getting all those done.
Yeah.
I literally have gave him every single thing except for track and field now. So
and we'll get that after Saturday.
Yeah, and we'll get that after Saturday, and those will be done. We have got us a backdrop coming, and that'll be used for pictures and stuff.
Yep.
And that'll be Saturday, June the 27th. We're going to feed the families and the players at 5, with the awards starting thereafter about 6. And we're just hoping for a wonderful, wonderful event.
Well, I just can't thank our people that's donated money to the sports podcast to let this happen.
Yeah.
I mean, they've some people stepped up, and
I
had faith in it. I put God in it and had faith. And Michael, he's like, I don't know if we're going to do this or not, but we've had some great people stepped up and said, yeah, we're going to do this.
Yeah.
So thankful.
We've had, donations from every size, and it's been really wonderful. I really, I know Tim has told the ones that he's got, and I have too, that we really, really appreciate what they've done and what they're continuing to do. I've got stuff that's coming in literally this week, so definitely appreciate all the help from everybody in our community.
Such a blessing.
Yeah. But that's all I got for this week. You got anything else to add?
I want to say good luck to the track team and Grundy's track team and Council's track team.
Yep.
On a good showing this weekend, this weekend coming in state. I just hope and pray there's safety there and back, and everybody gets there and be healthy and be able to do great. So
yep.
That's all I have.
All righty. That's all we got for this week. We'll see you again next week.